Bing.
Uh-oh, here comes the bing.
No.
Nope.
Oh, that was the bing?
No bing over here. Only. No bing. Only. Bong. Bing, bing, bong. Oh, wait. All right, we're back. Back. Live at 9:49.
That one.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
It
Sorry.
doesn't really work.
You act like that works. That doesn't work. Don't even make that face like it works because it doesn't work. Live at 9:49. All right. So now we're nice and close.
Did you know there are words on the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
Karen got new glasses. Karen got new glasses, and now she sees things that have always been there.
But I don't remember seeing the bar on the side.
Karen's got new glasses, and now the world is there now, right? Isn't that how that works?
I can read things I've never read in my life.
That's kind of how that works, right?
Like
The world didn't exist until you got glasses.
no. When they did this prescription, she handed me a card to read the bottom lines. That was their goal, that I could see it. It's the first time in my life I've ever seen the bottom line.
But I don't understand that because you essentially have worse vision today than you did back then.
Uh-huh.
So what were they doing wrong?
I don't know. But I remember when I was young, you might need to reset it. I remember when I was young, I would say I can't see the bottom of the line, and they would say that's okay. So maybe I needed this type of prescription my whole life.
Yeah, but this type of prescription didn't
Exist Yeah.
back in the,
Stone Age.
200s.
You know what? Y'all can kiss my big old butt.
Stop, don't do that. Don't do that.
Find a bucket of chapstick.
Poor people out there. I mean, I can flash a picture up. Real quick, but I won't do that to you.
Don't do that.
Because, like the other night, I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night. We have a skylight in the area between the room and the bathroom.
It's
It's
a walk-through.
like a walk-through closet, but there's a skylight in the middle of it. It was so bright in that space that I thought a light was on.
Groceries.
The grocery. All right, Aaron, go on. Grocery.
Good timing.
I know. Try to start podcasting early, and what do we got? I guess it's Sunday. We're supposed to be getting stuff on Sunday.
I haven't done that for a while.
Yeah, we haven't done it for a while, but we also did a podcast last week.
Yeah.
And Aaron, you already know you have to go to the store after the podcast, as usual,
Yep.
because you have to get water and whatever else things that have to be gotten on Sunday. This is normal. I don't think we need any more of those. No.
I was looking for the spicy ones the other day.
If anybody has an old iPad, throw it away. Turn it into a light box. I should do that.
Why don't you use your phone sometime?
Phone is Cam 2, man. Cam 2. Why you hating on Cam 2 over there?
Sorry.
Yeah. See, that's just wrong. That's just
I
wrong.
forgot that it was over.
Hating on Cam 2. I'm hoping that last night I was able to fix the sound problem. I went on the YouTubes. I went on YouTube and looked up why it was so loud in the camera when it wasn't very loud in the thing. There's a setting for outputting.
Oh, he just moved the camera to. Two.
Anyway, there's a setting for output volume. And you have to turn that way down. Please don't. Cam 2 has been brutalized. Poor thing. Oh, did you now? You didn't loosen anything, you just pulled it? See, it's poor Cam 2. Really, dude? See, if you guys would have moved faster, we could have said we were live at 9:55. We're not. Because 9:55 is going by quick. If you guys would, Riveting. This is riveting content. Now I gotta check everything all over again because people are messing with the setup.
I didn't touch anything.
You
and I
did
wasn't
touch
supposed
something.
to touch.
You did touch something.
I
That's
moved
the
it back.
problem. It's like when somebody gets in your car, your seat never feels right
Now
again.
it's a car again.
Or when somebody drives your manual transmission, it never shifts when it's supposed to.
I have to fix my braces. Okay.
Okay. Now I gotta fix
Did you put
everything.
the food away? Well, there's cold stuff in there, man. Sorry, I'm gonna put the frozen things away.
You know what?
Just frozen.
You know what? You know what?
Alright, can't leave some things on the counter.
You know what? Everybody look at Aaron again. Well, you're take care of poor little Cam 2 that has been brutalized by Aaron. That's right, make the face sad. Brutalizing Cam 2 like that. Alright. So anyway, like I was saying, there is a setting on the Zoom for its output volume. It was set at 0 decibels. 0 is the loudest you want it to be. So, thanks to a generous YouTube person from 3 years ago, I now know that that setting exists and to turn it down so that hopefully in the camera the audio won't be all blown out. Which is funny because we don't use that audio anyway. It's backup audio, but it's not doing a good backup job if it's blown out and it can't be used. I mean, we do have mic 2 and mic 3 and mic 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But matching up the audio and the video and post it. It helps to have the video so you don't have to try to read lips.
And Mike 5.
But I've also noticed
Also,
that one doesn't get used either. These get used. Right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They get used. They get all mixed together to make a beautiful soundscape.
Lord.
What? You got something to say over there?
No.
That's what I thought.
I say nothing.
Okay. So we weren't here last week because we weren't here last week. So that meant you two had homework. You were supposed to figure out what you wanted to say last week so we could say it this week. So did you do your homework?
Nope.
See.
It was a rough week. I was tired.
What do you mean? The week before. We're talking about this past week and the week before. That's why you're supposed to write down what you wanted to talk about. You told them you had stuff to talk about. You told them that you had stuff to talk about for this week.
Oh, it was
You
Valentine's
told
Day.
them. You talked to the people.
Yeah, Valentine's Day I learned some new cultural stuff, which was interesting, but kind of disturbing.
Interesting and disturbing. That's, I guess,
So-
good.
Apparently, there's a tradition that they do with kids, where they do mock marriages, and they provide a veil and a top hat and a bow tie and wedding rings and a certificate to these children, and they have a little ceremony on Valentine's Day. These kids are, married. And they have to propose, and if they aren't marrying someone, they can do a best friend ceremony, and they have ribbons that they tie around their wrists, and there's a contract that they sign, and
Yeah,
it's just really weird.
it was a thing.
But I had posted something about it on Facebook, and a friend of mine
And you
who-
promptly took it down, right?
No, not at all. Actually, I posted on Instagram.
Oh no, even worse.
But a friend of mine who lives in New Zealand but is from Nigeria, she really had a hard time with it because she said it's things like this that cause marriage to be like the end all be all of a person's life. Like they don't feel complete if they aren't married. That's their total focus. And the more I thought about that, the more I see it in every culture we've been in.
Yeah, but in this culture, not having a friend is the
Yeah.
most awful thing.
Yep.
Because when I tell people I've got, 2, 3 friends,
Yeah.
maybe 4 max. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like
I don't
real
have
friends.
like what we think of as a friend. They don't understand that.
Yeah.
They sit back and they're like what we used to say in school. You call everybody friends. No, they're not your friends.
Right.
Because that's not what a friend is.
Well, I used to say, friends, like as classmates
Mhm.
when I was teaching the 2-year-olds.
Right.
But
Well, it wasn't just you.
I know. But now that
Everybody was doing it for a while.
I've moved outside of that preschool realm, and I'm in a classroom with older kids.
It's not preschool. Hey,
You know what?
continue.
Now that I'm with the older kids, 8-year-olds or older kids, I don't use that term anymore because some of them aren't friends. But in this culture, I've learned that they don't know what it means to be a friend by our standards.
Nope.
They think that if you're friends with someone, that person is supposed to buy you gifts all the time. Or if you want to be a friend with someone, you have to buy them things, give them things, do their schoolwork for them. So it's a different it's a different mentality, so I don't ever use the term friends unless I know they're friends. I'll say your classmates, but I never say friends anymore.
I'm starting to say comrades.
Oh no. You're reading Animal Farm though.
I sure are.
So there was that.
Comrades.
And then that was also the week I broke my glasses.
How'd you break your glasses? Go ahead. Tell the people how you broke
Listen,
your
I've
glasses.
been wearing glasses for 35 years.
35 years.
And this is the first
Still ain't
pair.
learned.
This is the first pair I've ever broken in my life.
Snapped.
And it
in
was
half.
my fault completely.
Had to be super glued.
Yeah. I put them under the pillow, which is something I do every night. And then I rolled over and with my elbow onto the pillow and snapped them right in half. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. No, it's not. It's not the dumbest thing.
No, absolutely
Falling
not.
off the wall was the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Yes!
There you go.
That's exactly where I was going.
Yeah, that's the stupidest
Falling
thing.
off a wall. Really?
Onto my son.
With no balance, falling off a wall, falling on a child, a baby child, a small child, a very itty bitty person,
It's
and
not an
smashed
itty-bitty
him,
person.
crushed him like a.
Like a great.
I was not an itty bitty person.
As the kids
I
say
was
here,
smaller, but I
I
wasn't
made
just
you a
like
tortilla.
Yes, like the cartoons.
Yeah. He was flat.
We had to put the air hose in your mouth. And plug your nose.
So I had to go 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks with no glasses.
You had glasses.
Well, I couldn't wear them for the first. No, I went 3 weeks with no. I had to wear my contacts, and the prescription for my contacts is 8 years old.
And your eyes are a couple thousand.
So I wasn't seeing well at all. In fact, I had to stop grading my kids' notebooks because I couldn't see.
You didn't even realize all this time that there was a camera over there and it wasn't just a person, right?
Shut it.
just a really dark person holding an
I had to stop marking papers because I couldn't read them. I marked so many in one day that by the end of the day, I was like, oh, I'm going to finish these notebooks. I'm going to get it all in my grade book. I couldn't see the words on the paper. And and I couldn't put my key in my desk to lock it. I couldn't see to get the key in the desk. And it's been that way for a couple of days. So I'm
So
sorry.
now you're gonna go to class and realize what the kids actually look like.
And what they've been doing.
Well, just their faces. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, aren't you so and so? Like, no.
Yeah.
But you look like so and so. No.
Yeah.
Really?
That was gonna be a problem.
Because you're gonna be like,
Wait a
aren't you
minute.
supposed to be a little fuzzier? Didn't you have a beard?
So I went to the doctor yesterday for my knee, and I had the most unique experience ever. The doctor told me I need to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
I've never had a doctor say that to me
Where's your
before.
tattoo?
I've already designed it.
Where is it?
It's here.
How you gonna show the people if you don't? How you gonna show the people?
So I have a lot
She
of
can't see.
drug allergies, and the most dire of them is Demerol. If I have one drop, I'll die. So
That's what you should put on there.
one drop and I'll die.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, now that would be a cool tattoo.
Yeah.
Allergic to Demerol. One drop. I'll die. See, now you got a tattoo.
That's my tattoo.
Yeah, on the side. One drop. I'll die.
All right, I can modify it.
See?
So, apparently Demerol is the most used drug in the world for anesthesia, and medical alert bracelets are not recognized around the world. I didn't know that. So the
I don't
doctor
know why that matters. You
suggested.
don't have one.
I know I lost it on our trip to China. That's how long ago it's been since I've had it. So, he said that I should get a tattoo on my inner arm so that if anything happened and I were unconscious.
Arms don't really have any inner. Top and bottom.
Inner, outer.
That's inner.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Trust me.
Sure about that?
I'm sure.
I would go over under. Top bottom. Way more than inner and outer.
Because I don't know if you want to.
Y'all tell us. Is this inner or is this
Or
Bottom, top.
That's it.
he said
It's very
inner.
funny that that we had a similar thing happen with biceps and triceps. The triceps are on the front of your arm.
Yeah.
Triceps are not on the front.
They're on
of
the
your
back of your arm.
arm. Oh, so now you got back and front. See the problem here? See, this is the problem of English. Those of you out there that are learning English, this is where
See,
English causes
that's
issues.
That's why you just say this part.
Right.
But
Just point.
Right.
it's interesting because I posted something about it, about the doctor recommending the tattoo on Facebook in my one of the traveling moms pages, because there are a lot of moms who
I'm supposed to try.
there are a lot of them who live abroad, and I wondered if they had ever had this suggested to them or what they do. And one lady said she'd never even heard of that, but when I went to Pinterest, there were hundreds of different tattoos for, like, the most common one I saw was either type 1 diabetes or pacemaker.
But are these where, like, can you see like any information of where these people are from?
No,
Like, where is it popular that they do this?
no, but it's all in English, so I assumed
Never assumed.
an English-speaking country. Right, and that's what another, like, someone has commented who is in the medical world, and she's like, you know, are you sure that other countries are going to recognize this? And I'm like, well, apparently that's why the doctor is telling me, because they look at tattoos first in other countries because they're not common. And so, like, especially in Asia, they would say, oh, she's got tattoos. They would look at them first.
Yeah, but see, this is where I had the issue. What language would you put it in then?
English, because even my drug list that was made in China by the Chinese doctor, all the medications are written in English.
I'm just wondering because
And when I
somebody might see your tattoo and might notice a tattoo, but if they don't speak English or read English, then they may not read allergic to Demerol.
But if it's a doctor, they should know the word
Yeah,
Demerol.
but like I told you, by then they've
I'm
already
dead.
pushed the
Yeah,
Demerol,
I'm already dead.
and now they're saying, "Oh, that's a cool tattoo." Oops.
She's dead. Yeah. So they're
That's why you need the one drop.
one drop and I'll die.
Yeah.
But if they don't speak English,
Every language.
oh no.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Have it.
Down the side, yeah. All the languages, one drop, all done.
No.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But my arm would be
I should
covered.
probably design tattoos. That would be awesome. Like all different languages, same message all the way down.
Do you know how many languages there are?
I know, you wouldn't have to have every language though. You would have to have kind of like the big ones because, like you said, doctors are using English, Spanish, French.
Like what
Then
they
you
do
can
on
do your
like
Chinese,
toy boxes and like
right?
boxes for stuff. They just have different languages and the same the same words.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So you have essentially like the four.
You could have hey
French,
you,
Chinese,
hey, you.
Spanish.
The big four: English, French,
Yeah.
Spanish, and Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think you would need like say all the other European countries because most likely they're going to be familiar with English. And in
Well,
Latin America and in the Americas, if you have English, French, and Spanish, you're done.
And if you're in most parts in Africa, a lot of that's French.
yeah.
Or English.
And yeah,
See? The big four.
I'll work on it.
Even though I think French is dying.
Yeah, they teach it.
Somebody,
here.
somewhere.
Even in France.
Yeah, I think it's dying. I think it's as a language, it's
There are
actually
many
dying.
countries that speak French.
Yes, but that's because of their colonial past, and they're essentially throwing that away slowly because they want to have their own language,
But there
their
are
own
European
culture.
countries where they speak French, like
Outside of
Switzerland.
France.
And yeah,
But doesn't Switzerland speak like everything?
I don't know.
Like, don't they? Like, aren't they like? Yeah, Swiss. But don't they like speak like many different languages. Not every person, but from the familiarity with them, don't they have that kind of like that thing? Maybe what I'm thinking of is mutual intelligibility.
Belgium, there's a lot. There's a lot.
A lot
of countries that are official French-speaking countries.
That's nice.
A lot.
And we also know that the birth rate in Europe has been dropping for years. The birth rate. So, you put those two things together, you're gonna have less people speaking French. Know what I'm saying?
30 countries.
And we don't even have French fries in the United States anymore, so. We have freedom fries.
What? Dude, history, man. You need some history. Some modern history.
Freedom fries.
Djibouti is an officially.
What's up, Djibouti?
Djibouti, their official language is French.
Yes, but like I said, that's
Djibouti.
It'd be
colonial.
awesome if we had listeners from Djibouti.
Man,
Awesome.
anybody from Djibouti, just hit us up.
Vietnam.
You'll get, and when we get merch, you'll get it first.
Yes.
Vietnam?
Colonial past. You know that the reason for the Vietnam War is the French, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody who, not Vietnam. Yeah, no. Yeah, Vietnam. When you look at where France went, France did the same thing England did. They colonized all over the world, mostly brown places. So, you know.
Right, like Haiti and
A lot of African countries, and then
Chad.
yeah,
Congo.
and then the Asian countries. So yeah, they, you know, that, but that's not, that it does not mean that there's a lot of people that speak that language. That kind of just means, because I think if you put all the French speakers in the world, put them all together into one big bowl, you probably don't have as many. It probably doesn't equal, or it's actually, it may not even equal. Maybe I would say it probably doesn't even equal the number of people that speak Mandarin. Because, you know,
That's a lot.
China.
1 billion.
Yeah,
Minimum.
you know what I'm saying?
A minimum of 1 billion.
So, yeah. Yeah, no. And what's the official language of India? Is it English? Or is
No.
it something else?
Hindi.
Is it Hindi?
I think so.
Let me look.
Now, see, that's a whole other problem, because they're about to have more people than China. If they don't already.
I think it's Hindi.
So,
I only know that from Big
yeah,
Bang.
yeah, no.
From Raj.
Hindi.
Is it?
Well, it says the official language is Hindi, Bengali, Telugu, Tamil, and English. Actually, they have a lot. Punjabi, Kannada,
Okay, but
blah blah blah. Urdu.
you can stop anytime.
They have 10 official languages.
Awesome.
That's wow.
But the first one's Hindi, so I don't know.
Right. That's probably the largest.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, language is interesting that way. Alright, well, if you want to find the Traveling Farrs, you can find the Traveling Farrs on the YouTube, the Facebook, the Pinterest, the iTunes, and the Spotify
So
at the Traveling Farrs. Back up off my paper. Twitter and Instagram, Traveling Farrs. If you like the email thing, travelingfars@gmail.com. And the blog space, where you can always find the audio, our podcast, the travelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry.
You can also find blogs on the traveling.
Did you say you can
On
find
the
blogs
blogs.
on the blog?
Yeah, but
Oh my.
What the
there
hell?
aren't many. I think there are 3
I
or
know,
4.
but the point is, you just said if you want to
On
find
the blog space.
Yes, but if you want to find the blog, on the blog, because that is exactly what it says on the paper. YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, email, and
Blog space.
blog. So if you want
But
to
you
find
don't-
our blog, you can find it on the blog.
You don't blog on the blog space. You only podcast on the blog space.
Sometimes I put pictures up there. It's happened once,
Not twice.
3 times a lady. Say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people.